Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Jude. And Aries, this is a reading for the week of the 17th of July. And welcome back if you've returned. Thank you. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy today. And please like and subscribe. Thank you. I'd be really grateful. So, Aries, to start with, we look at what's the energy you've been in, what's been going on for you. Then we'll look at the week of the 17th of July. We'll look at what the challenges might be and what might be around to help you. And we've got the Seven of Swords and we've got the Emperor, which is you, Aries. I love that you've shown up in your own reading. So, Seven of Swords and the Emperor. It feels like you're taking control of a situation. And of course, these are general, so they may or may not resonate. But it feels like you're either extricating yourself from somewhere. You might be dealing with a little person who's a little bit challenging, a little bit shady almost. But my feeling here is it's like you're salvaging what you can, compromising maybe, but taking the lessons, taking what you can from a situation and then taking control, taking charge. And, you've got your emotions in check here, and you're very masterful in how you're dealing with this. If it is a person being a little bit shady around you, it's like you're all over it, is what I can see in these cards. There's a strength and a power in the Emperor. There is a suit of armor underneath the robes, which means, the emotions are there, but it's like you're very much in control. I'm not saying don't have emotions. There's a lot of wisdom in the Emperor. There's a lot of strength and power, and there's a sense of control and leadership here. So, yeah, it's going to be different for everyone because these are general and it may not resonate at all. So if it doesn't, just let it go. But let's see, what's the week of the 17th of July showing for Aries? Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Four of Cups, Justice. All right. So Aries, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Four of Cups, Justice. Something has you, this little character's waking up at sort of 3 in the morning with a lot of thinking going on, a lot of ruminating. And sometimes when we get this card, it's kind of reassuring to know that we are okay, but there's a lot going on in our head. And that can be a good time, to reach out to a trusted friend or seek some counselling support or guidance to help process that thinking. Because I do feel there's a lot of people around you, Aries, that love and support you. This little card would suggest that you don't always necessarily tap into that because you're like, I'm good, I know how to roll myself and I'm okay. But there is a lot of support around you is what I can see. And, this Ten of Cups is reinforcing that. You've got a beautiful energy of people around you. It might be family, but, sometimes it's the people in our community or our friends or our work colleagues. But somewhere there's a group that feels like there's a lot of emotional support here. And out of this situation, someone makes an approach and there's an offer put to you. Although I feel with this card, there's a reluctance to accept what's being offered. And this might tie back to this person here that's giving you a bit of a hard time and you've kind of leveled up and gone, yeah, I don't think so. And Justice, you may have a Libran around you, Aries, but you might be dealing with a lawyer as well. Justice also talks about wanting a sense of fairness and balance, of truth. very direct energy here with the Justice card. It's give me the truth, give me the facts, give me the fairness in this situation. And it can be about, you know, taking responsibility for our part in something as well. But not everything. If it's, you know, yep, that part was mine, I'm responsible for that, but I was not responsible for that. There's a sense here of balance and fairness. Truth. Yeah. So what's the challenge? What's the challenge in this for Aries? What's the challenge? Yep. And the challenge is the Three of Cups, which I'm not surprised because the Four of Cups, you know, there's 3 cups in the foreground here, and the fourth is but something offered to you and you're, you know, not accepting it. So the challenge being the Three of Cups makes sense, because the Three of Cups is joy and happiness, celebrating with friends, being with our friends, having fun. And that's where the challenge is sitting. And it's like, it feels like someone's either, a storyline that I can see in these cards is that someone's kind of done something a little bit shady or not good, and you've not liked it, and you've really seen it, and you've kind of gone into power mode, but it has caused you a bit of stress. And then you've regrouped and they've kind of come back and tried to either offer an apology or something like that, but you're sitting in a place, according to what I can see in these cards, of like, yep, that wasn't how it was. The challenge is finding the emotional happiness again. So what will help you? What will help Aries? Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups. Two of Cups. A lot of cup energy for you today, Aries. A lot about your emotions is on the table. Yeah, 5 of Cups. So what I can see here, the helper cards, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, 2 of Cups, 5 of Cups. It's about understanding the hurt. And I'm saying that with a lot of love and respect, because there's a lot of thinking, a lot of talking, a lot of challenging energy here in your thoughts, because the Knight of Swords can do that. It can be like, oh, you know, your thinking's kind of going all over, which that Nine of Swords says as well. But as a helper card, the Knight of Swords says, get clear in your thinking, get clear in your communication, which of course you would, Aries. I'm getting that anyway. But the Knight of Cups is about moving forward from a very loving energy. This is, you know, and love is a very high vibrational energy, a high frequency. It's that love, you know, because it feels like someone has tried to sort of offer an apology, and you've been, I feel, hurt, because the 5 of Cups suggests this too. This is where the 3 cups are spilt over, and the 3 cups is your challenge. So it's repeating itself. And the Knight says this is about going forward with love. 2 of Cups says an agreement's reached, peace is reached. And it feels fair and equitable. The 2 characters in this card are coming together with equity. They're equal, there's fairness, there's balance, which justice would be happy about. You know, that's where fairness and balance are required. And the 2 of Cups says this is about 2 people coming together in a very fair, equal trade kind of way. They're both standing as equals in this agreement. And it's like an agreement is reached. There's peace, there's harmony, there's balance restored. Because the 5 of Cups is a helper card. on one side are 3 cups spilt, and the other side there are 2 cups upright. And the 3 cups spilt represent the loss, the emotional loss, or the feeling of loss. And the character is focused and has looked at that. But the 5 of cups as a helper says when you're ready to stand up and feel emotionally ready to do this, and no one can rush their emotions, or, you know, that's your free will. You must choose this, Aries. There are 2 cups upright behind you, which is what's sitting here. So as a helper, it's saying all is not lost, and there is still potential and possibility for this to be put back into harmony, should you choose it. And I feel like you want that, but you feel almost betrayed at the start. And it's how you navigate that emotional energy, and you're looking for fairness and balance and truth in this. A lot of emotions this week, Aries. So I'm just going to close your reading out with a message from Spirit for Aries. Okay. Yeah, 9 of Cups and the Chariot. Yeah. 9 of Cups is repeated, and 2 different decks of cards, 78 cards in every deck, and in this little group the same cards come out twice. This 9 of Cups here is emotional openness, liberation. There's a sense of expression and wish fulfillment kind of feeling from an emotional perspective. It's, you can see the character here, it's like their heart chakras full of light. They're very open in this. And the Chariot is a card of moving forward. It's a card where you get your head and your heart aligned and move forward. Feels like an emotional issue, sense of betrayal from someone somewhere, and how you move forward and reconcile this to come back into peace and balance again, should you choose to. But it looks like in the cards that I can see here that you do. But remember, these are general and you have free will, so you have to decide, Aries. All right, I wish you well. I hope you have a great week. Bye from me, and I'll see you next week.